Counting blessings, learning lesson got me feeling special. Spending money, mama said, hope the Lord bless you. Everything I ever wanted, had to pray for. Anything I did wrong, had to pay for. I'll do it all again just to make you smile. God sent us on these missions, you know. He give us these dreams. He tell us what to do. But in that process, he checking your faith. Like King David seems so small compared to so many warriors that could have fought Goliath. He was small, but he had a lot of heart. He was chosen for that mission because he had faith. You gotta have faith. You can't be questioning how I'm gonna do this. Am I strong enough? Am I the right person? Have faith. Have faith. Like when God parted the sea, who was going to walk through there not knowing if the water was going to come back down? People with faith. People with faith. Like, you got to have faith that God got your back all the time, you know? We in a spiritual world, and you never seen God. Nobody never seen God. But having faith lets you know there is a God. So you can accomplish anything as long as you believe. And to believe is to have faith. You gotta have faith in the Most High. Let's say when David fought Goliath, if y'all don't know, Goliath was a giant. So if a person was this big, Goliath was that big. So without faith, who was going to face him? It was days going by. Goliath said, who will face me? Who will face me? He wanted the king to face him. But you know the king ain't going to come out there and face nobody. So he going to send somebody. So David asked the king, you know I play music for you, but I want to face Goliath. David's father sent him there just to bring them tools and lunch, you know. But David had a lot of heart. He had beat a lion. He beat a bear. So he knew that his faith will help him defeat Goliath. Nobody else had the heart. Nobody else had the faith in themselves to battle Goliath. So days was going by, Goliath waiting on an opponent, and David showed up, and the king granted him the permission to fight Goliath. David's brother wasn't having it, but when the king says anything, you gotta abide by that. So he had to let his brother go fight Goliath. Now, anybody else would have been trembling. And David's brother said, why are you not scared? David said to his brother, oh, I'm scared. Yeah, I'm scared. But do you forget that I'm backed by God? He said, a lot of y'all forget that. So David had faith and believed that he can defeat Goliath. So he went out there. The king gave him his armor to fight Goliath. David put it on, but then David said to himself and the princess, I don't need this armor. So he took off the armor because he knew he was protected and he had the armor of God. So he believed he didn't need all that. He didn't need all that. He had his skills with his slingshot, and he had his heart, and he had faith. Faith. That's why I say God is checking your faith. So people have faith when they do CPR, when they try to bring somebody back to life, and it worked, and they taught other people. But without the first person believing that they can do it and having faith, a lot of us wouldn't be alive as long as we are after certain situations, heart attacks or strokes. But people believe that they can bring somebody back with CPR, and they had faith. So like I say, God is checking your faith. He wanna know what you're gonna do with that faith. When you believe in yourself, you can achieve so much that seems impossible, but all is possible when you have faith. So always remember, God is checking your faith. So you gotta believe anything is possible. You can do it. Like Nike say, just do it. And leave the rest to God. You see people giving up, quitting. Why? Because they lost all their beliefs and they lost their faith. But God is checking your faith. As if you start something, He gonna help you finish it, regardless of what it is, as long as it's good for you. But faith is definitely hard, not easy to believe that anything can be done. But with faith, anything can be done. Trust me. It's like, let's say we wasn't supposed to go in the water. Now we got submarines. People learn how to build boats. What? How? Because they had faith. Once they started, they was able to finish because they believed that they can achieve the mission. When Jesus walked on water, and nobody else believed that they can do it, but one person, he had faith. So Jesus allowed him to walk on water with him. But when he lost his faith, that's when he started to sink into the water. But Jesus reached out his hand and brought him back up. So you just gotta have faith that God's gonna reach out his hand and carry you along the way. So without further ado, that's all I got for y'all today. So make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And you got a testimony, type it in the comments. Tell me when you had faith and how did it work out for you. But till next time, stay safe, always stay blessed. Peace.